Whoa, hey, there we are. Sweet, look at this. There we go, alright. One snowball squirdoodle. I don't want to get too much in the frame. So let me go ahead and lower this camera angle. Here we go. Alright, so let's see, 60? Heck yeah, I didn't make it any darker, which is totally fine. A little bit of a shot from right here. I like this. Right here, this will do. Can I just keep this right here forever? There we go. Cool. Pardon me. Alrighty. Alrighty. Cool beans. Oh man. There we go. Maybe it was for the best. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was. So there's that. I'm gonna also monitor this, but I'm not gonna look at the monitor. There's too often where I will look at the monitor for this, and it's like very non-immersive. I don't know how to word it. Here we go. Doingus. Let's just do this right here. Cool. There we are. I think this might be valuable. It's definitely valuable. Absolutely. Sweet. Yeah, this is plenty. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. So I was listening to this. Not really listening to it, but I was playing it, and I just want to play. I don't want to talk. Come on, little buddy. I need you right now. I need you. Don't tell me. That would be a nightmare. Okay. Let's see here. Is that gonna actually... No. It did get unplugged. Is that gonna actually affect me? That'd be quite sad. There we go. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna get some tape. I thought it was gonna I thought it shorted out or something. Unexpected. I'm smarter than you, Plug. We'll see who wins this one. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and hit this with the old tape trick. Classic. Oh, yeah. Welcome. Thank you. I feel welcome. Alright. Alright, cool. I got my foot pedal right. So there's that. I haven't practiced much with my right hand on this scale, so it's kind of up in the air and a little bit, how do you call it, gorilla? A little bit untamed, let's say, informally untamed. You know, the just nature of me. So, let's get to it, yeah. I was listening to...
Is that an arbitrary idea, or is that a great idea? any other way. Well, that's what human beings are like. And I don't think that you can read the Mesopotamian story and understand the reference, which isn't an easy thing to do, and fail to draw that conclusion. Marduk has eyes all the way around his head. He speaks magic words. He goes off to fight Tiamat, the dragon of chaos. Well, what's that? That's the reptilian predator that lurks in the unknown. Well, is any of that, is there anything about any of that that stands in opposition to what you would presume if you were just analyzing our situation from a purely biological perspective? Prey animals, predators, would be threatened by reptiles forever. Why wouldn't we use the predator that lurks in the dark forest or the water as a representative of the unknown? Why wouldn't we harness that circuitry? We already have it at hand. And even more to the point, how could we do anything else? It makes perfect sense. Well, so then you might say, well, what would you want to be king? You could say king of the world or king of your own soul. What do you want to subordinate yourself to? How about your heroic willingness to encounter the unknown and articulate it and share that with people? There's no nobler vision than that. And I don't see that it's merely arbitrary. And then it's not merely arbitrary too, because if you do that, to the degree that you do that, assuming your society isn't entirely corrupt, you will be successful. It will actually aid you practically. You'll rise up above men. You'll be selected by women. You'll be admirable. You'll be valued. And you know that because if you look at the people that you admire and value, again, unless you've taken a detour into dark places and are possessed with admiration for people who are working for malevolent purposes and for destruction, you just have to watch the people that you admire and try to figure out what's common across them and draw your own conclusions. And you can ask yourself too, when you're torturing yourself with your conscience because you're not doing what you should be and you know it, what is it that you're torturing yourself in relationship to? You have a vision of your own ideal, and you torment yourself if you're not matching it. What's the ideal? Well, you don't know, right? It's kind of incoherent and poorly articulated, but that doesn't mean it isn't trying to manifest itself and make itself known to you. It's really the purpose of religious education, is to make that ideal articulated. Well, we've lost that. It's not a good thing.
What is it? It's the root of capitalism, Jordan Peterson. Natural selection vibes. Fuck yeah. That's cool. Alright, cool. I wasn't recording. Story of my life. So cool. That was enjoyable. There's this short Jordan Peterson video. It's titled, "You have a vision of your own ideal and you torment yourself when you aren't matching it." I guess it kind of resonated with me enough to allow me to click it. I don't personally, I'm not affected by stuff unless it was titled, "I have a vision of my idea and I'm tormenting myself matching it." That's a dangerous thing to say. End quote. Because then you're wielding what you had just heard me say in your head, and it's your internal voice that's interpreting that, saying that way, opposed to you have a vision, because when we say you, and as if someone's pointing at you, and defining you, it's not you that's pointing. So it's kind of, it lessens the potency for me personally, based on like how I feel like under influence, and like kind of consuming stuff, because that's a dangerous thing, consumption. But anyways, in here he talks about being the person that gosh, I don't want to like scroll through it, and he mentioned something about being the person that kind of like dives into the deep and just taste tests that thing, and then comes back to share it with everyone. Hey guys, this is something I found. This is how something actually is if we do it the way, like wielding this perspective or X, Y, or Z. So I think that was really valuable because a lot of things lately I just want to start, and he mentioned after its success. Let's see here. Let me just give me a moment.
Would presume if you were just analyzing our situation.
Very tense. This is like I need to get a point across to you right now. Kind of like, I don't know, borderline conviction vibes. I think he's also trying to tailor it to his audience, so we're hearing not just his free flow thought, but we're hearing this like maybe like tailored to resonate with expression of how he feels about this idea.
From a purely biological perspective, we're prey animals, predators. We'd be threatened by reptiles forever.
Okay.
Why wouldn't? And even more to the point, how could we do anything else? It makes perfect sense. Well, so then you might say, well, what would you want to be king? You could say king of the world or king of your own soul. What do you want to subordinate yourself to? How about your heroic willingness to encounter the unknown and articulate it and share that with people? There's no nobler vision than that. And I don't see that it's merely arbitrary. And so, and it's not merely arbitrary too, because if you do that, to the degree that you do that, assuming your society isn't entirely corrupt, you will be successful. It will actually aid you practically. You'll rise up above men. You'll be selected by women. You'll be admirable. You'll be valued. And you know that because if you look at the people that you admire and value, again, unless you've taken a detour into dark places and are possessed with admiration for people who are working for malevolent purposes and for destruction, you just have to watch the people that you admire and try to figure out what's common across them and draw your own conclusions. And you can ask yourself too, when you're torturing yourself with your conscience because you're not doing what you should be and you know it, what is it that you're torturing yourself in relationship to? You have a vision of your own ideal, and you torment yourself if you're not matching it. What's the ideal? Well, you don't know, right? It's kind of incoherent and poorly articulated, but that doesn't mean it isn't trying to manifest itself and make itself known to you. It's really the purpose of religious education, is to make that ideal articulated. Well, we've lost that. It's not a good thing.
No, don't say that. And he ends on, well, we've lost that. It's not a good thing. And I'm like, hey, you're being an asshole to us that are not losing it and almost like relishing the fact of its reality. I think that would be the way to word it. So I just listened to the last part and I'm like, I need to cut that last part. There's this like bitter, there's like this constructive bitter feeling that Peterson sometimes, like it's a thread that runs through some of his talks. At the same time, I guess it's like a fear-based resonance approach towards concluding things. So you're like, I got you in harmony, and I'm gonna maybe spread or shine light on something that's pretty right, like pretty. I said harmony already, but pretty like profound, so felt by all of us. Where it's like, oh yeah. If I'm willing to go try something new, delve into the deeps, and share with you the results of my curiosities, and maybe I'm not the only one who shares these curiosities. Now I have people that kind of vicariously get to experience that what if behind me, and and then he mentioned like other people do this too, and this and that, and I guess like I was thinking about Skrillex in this point, because like I guess he maintains mysticism, but his mysticism lies within his mastery. So I think, or so I imagine, because I'm working on, me. But yeah, it's a working towards mastery thing. There's this barrier where I'm like, are you that? Are you really everything that's come out of your tracks? I mean, everything I've listened to, is that completely you? Or is that like you creating this idea and then bouncing it off to some other engineer? I'd like to believe that Skrillex completely finishes his entire tracks 100% himself. So I wield that kind of standard for success for myself, and I heard one Jordan Peterson video and just rambled on for 30 minutes. Yeah, so I hold that, but that's also, again, like that George Leonard book I read a few vlogs back, the Pitfalls of Mastery is, oh god, it was just one of the ends, where you set this, like, hyper high bar for yourself where it almost takes from you the ability to even try stuff, which I think he was just saying, this the trying is the triumph, essentially. So yeah, I've been practicing this F sharp, like overcoming adversity scale, F sharp major. It doesn't end on F. That's 7. So. Yeah, I'm done, so I am exhausted. After that little schnoobler, the first roundabout, I wasn't expecting to press any more keys. Cool beans, that was fun. So yeah, those are some F sharp major scales, just making chords out of it and pressing the keys within the scale to understand that it's going to move me along and find a voice that's in harmony with their schnooblers, the chords that I was playing. So there's that. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. Yeah, I just wanted to practice, and I was playing, and there's points where I'm playing where I'm like, I think I should just record this because it'd be fun. Because then that energy can be revisited in the future. And yeah, I was watching a video I made yesterday, and I was like, well, that was really fun. I completely forgot all about having done that little ditty. And I think I was doing some like C stuff, like I like F and C, like F and A. Just play the white keys, lad. That's all you got to do. Yeah, I was rewatching a video where I completely changed that, but you just like ride the A.